Hey folks, welcome to Accounting 201 Winter 2017 at CSU Pueblo. This is Jerry Wink, and my grad assistant is Sandy Westerman, and she will be explaining how to do the discussion boards through Slack, and I'm going to explain the rest of the class. So you have access to this live document, and I hope you downloaded the link before Blackboard closes today in just about 16 minutes at 5 o'clock. So in this live document, there's an overview tab. It's an Excel doc. There's a tab for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. There is a grade sheet. So every time you get a grade from me, I want you to put in your points. Okay, so there's discussion board and what they're worth, the CT assignments and what they're worth, mastery exercise assignments and their total points, the reflection paper, and then the total points possible. So to get the total points possible, what I did is I added the 380, the 390, 130, and 100 to get the 1,000 points. So you can keep up with your grade at all times, and I strongly suggest you do that, especially since Blackboard's going to be down for a while. Okay, then we have the discussion and Slack instructions on how to do that, and I'll get Sandy to introduce that in a second. And then the last item is the reflection paper and the requirements for what you need to do for it. It's nothing to stress about. It'll be pretty easy for you to do. I don't anticipate anything major with it. I just want to know what you learned, what you envision using, things you liked about how the class was designed and delivered, and things you did not like about how the class was designed and delivered. It's a little bit different delivery format since Blackboard is down, so I just want to see if what I did worked. Okay, that's the main thing. Alright, so let's go back to the overview tab. Alright, discussion boards. I'm going to let Sandy talk about it in a minute. For WileyPLUS Access. Okay, all of your mastery exercises, the CT assignments, and the practice homework are going to be on WileyPLUS. So if you copy this link, go to a new tab, paste in the link, and go to it, that gets you to the Accounting 201 Winter 2017-18 class with me. And if you already have a WileyPLUS account, you can log in. If you don't have a WileyPLUS account, you can get started there. Okay? When you get into WileyPLUS, and I can't do that from here, and I think I've closed it out already today. But when you get in there, you will see a long list of assignments, and I apologize for that. There's no way to place them into like modules or folders for each chapter. The chapter 1 materials will be at the bottom of the list, I'm sure. So what you want to do is there's 4 things. There's publisher videos. Look through them. If you find them useful, use them every time. If you don't like them, don't mess with them. You'll find mastery exercises. You'll find practice homework. And you'll find the CT assignments. Okay? So you have to do the mastery, and you have to do the CT. You do not have to do the practice, but your CT assignment is also in the practice, so you can practice it as many times as you need to get it right, so that when you do it, you can get full credit for it. Okay? Because the objective is full credit on everything possible. Okay, so these are the items that are in WileyPLUS. Okay? When Blackboard is up and running again, I'm going to add grades. and I'm only going to do 4 columns for grades. I'm going to do a discussion board column for total points, a critical thinking column for total points, a mastery for total points, and then I'll probably need to add in the reflection paper too. I'm going to write myself a note right here to do that. Okay, and then you'll have a grand total of all of the assignments so that you can make sure your points match my points and we're all in agreement. And if they're not, you need to let me know. You will not see grades by chapter, only in total. And you need to keep up with your grades and confirm that my grades are the same as yours and contact me if they're not. Okay, on the discussion boards, there's 1 discussion each week and it's worth 76 points. Sandy will talk more about it in a minute. Initial post is due Wednesday at 11 p.m. each week. Replies to 2 classmates are due Sunday at 11 p.m. each week. If I ask you a question, you need to reply to that post also by Sunday at 11 p.m. The practice homework has 0 points awarded. I've given you unlimited attempts. They are algorithmic with new numbers for every attempt. The final due date is January 12th, 2018 at 5 p.m. and access goes away January 12th, 2018 at 5 p.m. So there's no late anything, okay? The critical thinking is 30 points per problem. I'm going to give you 5 attempts to get it right. Notice that the same problem is also in the practice homework. They are algorithmic, but the difference is every student gets a different set of numbers, but on every attempt for the critical thinking, you have the same numbers for every attempt, so you don't have to start back over every single time. I hope you like that. There are absolute due dates, and absolutely no late work is accepted. Don't even ask, because it's not happening. And the dates that everything is due is on the weekly tab, and we'll go over at least one of them. And access goes away January 12th, 18 at 5 p.m. Okay, mastery exercises, 10 points per chapter, 10 questions at 1 point each. The questions are taken from a pool of questions. Work them as many times as you need to get the full 10 points. That's your objective. I'm hoping that every attempt will give you a different set of 10 questions, because there's like 40 or 50 in there. You may get the same question a time or two, but hopefully not every time. Final due date, January 12th, 2018, 5 p.m. Access goes away January 12th, 2018 at 5 p.m. I'm going to let you read on your own the requirements for the reflection paper. Okay, so here's another summary of your points. Critical thinking is, well, let's start up at the top. Discussion boards are worth 380 total points. Critical thinking, 30 points per problem. 1 problem per chapter is 390 points. Mastery exercises, 10 points per chapter, and 13 chapters is 130. 100 points for the reflection. Total points of 1,000. 90% of 1,000. 900 points get you an A. 800 a B, 700 a C, 600 a D, and 500 and below would be an F. And I really hope nobody gets an F this time. Okay, after I get this video published, I'm going to put the link under here. So go into the link for this live document, and I guess you have to do the link again probably to get the link for the instructional video. So, and then you can see this. Well, I guess that's mute, isn't it? Anyway, you'll see it there. Okay, Sandy, it's all yours for Slack. There you go.
Hi guys, my name's Sandy. I'm Professor Wink's GA. And since Blackboard will be down during the duration of your class, we've used a different platform called Slack. And right here, there's a little tab called Discussion / Slack Instructions. Right here is the link for it, and I've also provided detailed instructions on how to get through the sign-up process. So I've taken the liberty to sign up as a student to see how the sign-up process is. So what we're going to do is, actually what I do, I can't sign up because I've already signed up, is after you sign up, you go to slack.com. And once you've already signed up, and when you sign in, you put in your email address. So I'm going to sign in as an instructor, gmail.com. I guess that's the wrong one.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, that's the one that's listed on there.
Yeah, that's it. Find the workspace. Try that. And I
You think it was this one?
it's the Gmail. And
Darn it.
okay.
Yeah. Am I signed up? Wow, I've just
emailed
signed
you
up.
a link to there.
Okay, so we're gonna have
Okay.
to
So
get in our
here.
emails.
Here, my email's already up. And we're gonna go here. Nope.
Yeah, I don't want people to see
I
like.
know, I don't either. But we'll confirm it. Okay, see the view my team. Sorry, the code's already been used. Okay, so
I should have tried it on this one first.
yeah, okay. Tell you what, folks. Go through those instructions that Sandy gave you. If it doesn't work, give me a call and we'll figure it out, okay? And for now, we're going to sign up.
My
Wait,
gosh.
she got it?
Okay.
There you go.
Enter.
ACCT 201, winter 2017.
Enter
There we
your
go.
email
Enter
address.
your email and password. Now you can sign in.
Okay, I see it.
And there you go. Ah, good.
Okay.
Always wear sunscreen.
So, okay, sorry about that. So what's going to happen, basically, it's all a learning process for us. So what's going to happen is that we're going to send you that link, you're going to access that link, and once you click on the link, it'll have you put in an email. Then once you put in your email, you confirm it by going back to your email, clicking on the link, and putting in your personal information, your name, your username, and we want you to keep your username as your real name so we can allocate points to who deserves it. So another thing that you need to do is create a password. And as you saw right here, it was a little difficult logging in because we weren't sure what email we needed and what password we had. So write down the email and password, and then you'll have no problem accessing it. You're going to have to agree to terms and service, and once you get there, click skip for now. Because you don't want to add anybody or invite anybody to the group because they're not in the class. Then after that, you're going to explore Slack, and there's a brief tutorial that teaches you how to use Slack, and it's really helpful. It only takes a few minutes. one of the things that I found was really useful was the bot system. And there's a little message right here. There's a little message box right here. You can type in a question like, can I edit a post? And generally,
it answers it.
Generally, it answers it. Let's see if I can. Okay, you know, maybe you have to be a student for it to answer.
I could be.
But in the tutorial, it'll tell you, you know, little hints and tricks to like figure your way around Slack. So
I see Mike has joined already.
Yes, one person has joined the week 1 discussion, and how we did that was, so right here on the left-hand side, you'll see the channels, the discussion board, for the 5 modules. Then you'll see discussion criteria in general. Once you first get on the platform, all you will see is general. So in order to have these appear, you're going to click on channels, and then you'll see all of these right down here. So discussion criteria, then every week discussion. So in order for week 1 discussion to appear, you have to click on it, and then it'll appear over here. All of these are showing right now because we've clicked through all of them. So what I'd like you guys to do first is to go to the discussion criteria section. And in this section, we made a post talking about how we want your replies to be, because it's sometimes difficult to find what to build on or how to reply to a student without a yes or no question. So this is some advice on how you can expand on somebody's post and get all those points. And also right here, this is a PDF on your weekly discussion board. So these are all allocated on an A, B, C, D fail system. Each discussion board is worth 76 points, and this is how they will be graded, based on content, support, writing quality, timeliness, and quantity. So it'd be good to go through that and see how you can get all those points.
And I think that the way I'll let you know that I've gotten it graded is I presume I will send you an email, and I will have each criteria listed and how many points you got for it, and total points, so you'll know what I did.
All right, perfect. And it's also a good use for your grade sheet, just to keep track of what your grades are as well. And then this is just the general discussion forum. So if there's any like comments or questions or anything, just general communication, this is where to go. So after you go through these, we'll start with the week discussion. So it's interesting, let's see, there's usually something on this right hand side, but it's not.
Go scroll down and maybe, nope.
Okay, well, I'll talk about what's showing here, and then I'll talk about what you might see over here. So, well, I explain it further in here, but you can't see it. Well, generally there's a description over in this top right-hand corner that...
It may be for students and not for me.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I saw it on yours, too.
Oh, okay.
But I put a brief description right here that talks about when the due date is for each discussion. And underneath it, there's like little options and places to access. Yeah, this, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but, there's usually a quick link over here that it gives you a description of the class underneath it, then it gives you other information about the links, and right here, it has an orange icon to the left of it. It's, what is it called? Oh yeah, it's called shared files. And so the shared files is basically this. So everything that the instructor uploads on, on the computer will go into this stream right here. So the latest stream was, can I edit a post, that didn't pop up. with the bot answer, but that was the last one. So the most recent post will be at the very bottom, and the oldest will be at the top. So earlier we uploaded.
Click on that to get it to come bigger.
Yeah, so earlier we uploaded this PDF file. It should be under shared files, but luckily you can access it through the stream right here. And this is what it looks like. So right here, it'll tell you what the requirements are, how you're supposed to answer, and then again, here's the criteria for how you should reply to every student. Over here, there's a little cloud icon or maybe an arrow icon that tells you to download. So right here, you have the document downloaded. And I recommend also saving all of your discussion posts, like typing it in Word, saving it, documenting it, in case it doesn't post on Slack or we don't see it, that you have evidence that you did the assignment. So you could have this printed out, have it on file as well, and have that copy as well.
Good advice.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just want to make sure that you get all the points that you deserve. The interesting thing in week 4 discussion is that you have a link to an article that we want you to read. It can be accessed right here or through this document right here. And basically everything is done right here through this bottom text box. If your desktop shows an options box over here, do not reply to the shared file. If you reply to the shared file, we won't receive it and you won't get credit for it. That's also why you should save your discussion post, because in case it gets submitted or posted in the wrong area, we'll know. So ignore this side. Don't reply to anything on this side. Always reply right here. And it looks like a few of you, right here, you can direct message a few of these people. Here's myself. Here's the professor. So you can message her if you need her. Her information's also sent to you via your emails, so you can contact her there. And then here is Slackbot. Slackbot is the bot that helps you if you have any questions. Maybe you have to type it in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so so you had to type in your question under Slackbot. So see, it's all a learning process. So under Slackbot, type in a question and they will answer your question.
Sweet.
Yes. So I'm going to finish this rough tutorial off right now and back away, and then hand it over to Professor Wink. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Sandy. That was awesome. You did a great job. Okay, let's wrap this up because we're already at 23 minutes, and that's a little long for a tutorial thing, a video. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to go through week 1. All right, so the week 1 tab has the dates of the week, the chapters we're covering, when the initial discussion is due, so tomorrow night, 11 p.m., Wednesday, December 13th, 76 points, and that 76 points includes your replies to the 2 classmates also. So the initial discussion is due Wednesday. Your replies are due Sunday, okay? The CT assignment is due Sunday. Mastery exercises, I recommend you have them also done by Sunday, so you're done with those 3 chapters and you don't have to go back to them again. But you have until Friday, last day of class at 5 p.m. to get all those in. And then this is how many total points that you will have earned or have an opportunity to earn this week. Below that general what's due this week and when is class study materials by chapter. So chapter 1, you have a link to lecture notes, a link to the homework that I have worked in Excel straight out of your book. So your practice and graded homework comes straight out of your book, except that it's algorithmic on the software. And here is an answer key for you. If you get stuck, it gives you a solution and you can look at how to work it. I hope it's helpful to you, okay? Then I have a video, 3 videos here for you to review. They're going to be helpful to you too. These with the beginning problems, they're a little bit long, but they're worth it. Repetition, practice makes perfect. In WileyPLUS, then you have publish your videos, practice homework, which are these 3, your CT assignment, which is one of them, and the mastery exercises. And then in Slack, do your discussion. Chapter 2 follows the same format, except I don't have videos for Chapter 2, okay, because I did them in Chapter 1. We have practice homework again, CT homework, mastery, and a discussion post. Chapter 3, I went crazy with videos again. We've got lecture notes, homework, a worksheet that goes with these videos. So if you want to download the worksheet, you can. There's the link to that. WileyPLUS, you've got publish your videos, practice homework, CT homework, mastery exercises, discussion post. Same setup every week, okay? The week 5 is lighter. We only have 1 chapter that week because you have the reflection paper to write. And you get an equal number of points weeks 1 through 4, more points in week 5, but less work overall, I think, for your total of 1,000 points. Okay, if you have questions, text, call, or email, okay? And I'll be checking in and out on my email. I'm thinking I should probably set an alarm clock for like 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. I will try to remember to do that. And I'll reply to emails at that pace. Or you can send me a text and say, hey, I emailed you, and I'll get on and go check it. That would work too. All right. Any questions? I want you to know that I'm available for you. If I don't have the answer for Slack, I can contact Sandy, and she will have the answer for Slack. And we, together, will get through this class over this Christmas break. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Good luck. Do your best, and I hope it's a great experience for everyone. Thank you very much. Bye.